Good evening, everybody. Today is Wednesday, February 23rd of 2022. This is the City of LaPorte Redevelopment Commission meeting. I'm calling it to order, and can we all stand as pledge of allegiance, please? Yeah, back her up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call. I myself, Brian Chalik, is here. Jenna Francisconi is here. JT McDermott is here. Damon Gassaway is here. And Betsy Parkinson is absent because she's working. So we have 4. Public comment. Do we have any public comment? I'll open the public comment. 5:16 p.m. Probably close it at 5:16 p.m. Public comment is closed. Minutes, everybody, of the January 26th, 2022 regular meeting. Everybody have time to look at the minutes?
Yep.
Any changes, anything you need on it?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from January 26, 2022 regular meeting.
And I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 4-0. Claims, February 23rd, 2022, claim docket. Everybody have time to look at that? Not a whole lot on there. Any questions or problems with it, or?
I noticed the invoice date on MCOR was back from November. It looks pretty detailed. Looks like there's no late fees on there or anything, but just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so what that was there was some confusion apparently where MCOR was sending, where MCOR was sending the invoice, and we worked with the clerk treasurer's office to get that figured out, and so that's the delay in getting to us.
Right on.
Part of it went to another city account, and part of it came here.
Okay. For a second, I thought we were getting another bill for that light
Me-
pole.
No,
too.
no. They were just delayed in getting us the invoice to the right entity.
Right on. Cool.
Any other questions?
We're gonna have to make those light poles a budget item.
Yes. Especially as much as they cost.
Yeah,
Or move them back farther so nobody can hit them again.
yeah.
No motion?
I'll give a motion to approve the claims docket for February 23rd, 2022.
Second.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 4-0. Claims pass. Old business. Do we have any old business?
Nope.
None? Anybody? Okay, none. New business. Monroe Streetscape Design Contract with Hitchcock Design Group. Mr. Phillips, it's just you.
All right, so in your packets, and you should have received, prior to the meeting, proposal for the first phase of streetscape work along Monroe Street from Lincoln Way up to State, and then a little bit kind of east and west along Lincoln Way, as well as some initial schematics for the implementation of the portion of the Heart of LaPorte plan. The downtown section of that document refers to the creation of a public event space, and this plan would take a look at the programming and the initial schematics for the design of that as well. And so, on the back of the first page, the total for the professional services for both elements is $93,500, and additional invoiced reimbursables as they are accrued. I'll also let you know that I did go to the Business Improvement District Board at their meeting this month, and they have agreed to put $4,000 towards the cost of this as a partner. because they understand the benefit and importance of, I'm sorry, I'm getting confused, that's Walker, sorry, Walker, never mind.
So it's still 93,000.
Still 93,500,
$500.
sorry, getting confused. And Joel Balden, principal with the Hitchcock Design Group, is here tonight to answer any questions. And Joel, I don't know if you want to say anything else about this to add to what I've said, but.
Welcome, Joel.
Welcome. As Craig mentioned, my name is Joel Baldwin. I'm a principal with Hitchcock Design Group. Thanks for inviting me here tonight. Anxious to work with all of you on this very exciting project. I think Craig summarized it pretty well. It's two steps. The first step is schematic design of looking at both the streetscape and the plaza. It's critical that we look at the plaza because they kind of go hand in hand. What happens in the streetscape, what happens in the plaza. And then step two is moving forward with a first piece of documenting some improvements for the streetscape. We don't know what those are yet because we have to go through the design, but I think the budget's approximately $500,000 to implement something and hopefully get started on something this fall. So any particular questions about anything in the proposal?
Any question?
So I would just ask for your permission then, once the actual contract language has been reviewed by Matt, to sign that on behalf of the Redevelopment Commission, should you approve this?
Okay, we need to approve it first.
Yep.
So I'll need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Hitchcock Design Group pending approval from Matt.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? No? All in favor for the Hitchcock Group Design Group, the contract for the Monroe Streetscape Design? State by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 4-0. Thank you, Joel.
Thank you.
And Craig will sign, or I can sign, come back and sign.
Either way, yeah,
It doesn't matter.
yep.
New business, Part B, parking study contract, Walker Parking. Mr. Phillips.
So this is the project that the Business Improvement District is willing, has indicated an interest in partnering with the Redevelopment Commission on. What this is a contract with Walker Consultants to do a parking study, pretty comprehensive parking analysis of our current inventory, opportunities for additional parking where that's possible, in addition to taking a good look at the management of our parking and enforcement of our parking. We definitely need an overhaul and a revisit of the system wholeheartedly across the board. I've gotten comments from everybody involved in the various departments, from police to clerk treasurer to the mayor to everybody, that this is badly needed. So this will take in roughly the area between, we need to solidify the absolute final boundary, but roughly the area east to west from Tyler to Tipton and from the railroad tracks down to Harrison, give or take. It would be a little bit of a jagged edge on that south end, covering the commercial, mostly the commercial and some of the near downtown residential areas. We would get, and like the Hitchcock Design project, we would start work on this immediately. And again, the Business Improvement District Board approved $4,000 towards the cost of this. The total cost of the proposal is $72,500 plus an estimated budget of $2,400 for reimbursable expenses. So it would be $70,100, I believe.
$70,900.
$70,900
No, the 4,000.
from the Redevelopment Commission.
Oh, yeah.
Which I might add, the bid.
70,900
$70,900, right?
Yeah, from-
Just shy of 71,000.
would be my request to the Redevelopment Commission. And this would, we expect this to take about 4 months, once we initiate the project. And I'm happy to answer any questions, but we also have John Martins from Walker Parking here with us tonight. So John, if you want to introduce yourself and,
John, welcome.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, it's John Martins with Walker Consultants. We're out of Indianapolis, so very close, and you know, this is what we do. We study parking. We do a lot of things around parking, but I've been at this for 19 years, And the end result is really a comprehensive plan. And actually, Walker did a study, it was in the 90s.
91.
1991. Yeah, I wasn't with Walker then. But the person that I report to, he was involved in that study. So, yeah, his name's John Dorzett. But, yeah, he also kind of insists and has grown this practice and to specifically the study of parking and curb management. And just the time I spent looking around, just to kind of, and talking about some of the issues, definitely something that we can help with to get a good plan together. So happy to answer any questions you might have. I talk about parking all the time. That's all I do. So if you have any questions, happy to talk about it.
I've got no questions. Thanks for your help, because we obviously need it.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Not yet.
Not for Walker.
Not yet?
no.
All righty. Well, part of what we put in there is to meet with stakeholders. We're very important to get input, throughout the study and the process, because everybody has, different input that we want to
Yep.
receive, and definitely will make that available, so.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, thank you.
I will make the comment about the bid board. I want you guys to know that this $4,000 they're putting into this, their whole budget's $90,000. So it's a big chunk out of theirs. So hats off to them
Yeah, I was glad to successfully get that from them, so.
for their whole annual budget's only $90,000. They gave us $4. Any other questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the parking study contract for Walker Parking.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other further discussion? All in favor, state by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. Passes.
Okay.
Other business. Any other business?
Just one thing I wanted to kind of just run past the commission. Oh, that too. Yeah, okay. You have some correspondence. Thanks. Yeah, you have some correspondence in your packet from NDOT. What this is basically a required notice to be sent to us as an interested party regarding the local tracks railroad overpass project at Tipton and Park Street. That's going to be kicking off, I believe, later this spring, early summer. So it's just a required notice, just make sure that you were aware that we received that correspondence. And then the other thing I just wanted to talk about real quick was the Don George property. Just wanted to get a feel from the commission when we would like to put that back out for bid. If that's something we want to get going on sooner than later, or do we want to wait and give me the opportunity to talk to a few more interested parties to see if we get a handful of people that would be interested in that, so we hopefully don't end up in the same situation as we did this last time around. But just wondering about getting some feedback from you guys on that.
What do you think?
I think it'd be nice to have interested parties.
So
I agree.
I could probably plan on getting it out in a couple of months. That would give us a little bit more time to collect some the names of interested parties to make sure that we have enough.
I think since the building's down, we don't have a hurry to do anything.
No, we're not in a rush, but we also don't want to sit on it for too long. So perhaps a late spring, which maybe put out again in the late spring would be a good target. I know Bert's sent me a few contacts already that he's wanting to make sure that we include, and I'm aware of a couple too, so. Okay, so I just wanted to.
We had discussed the usage of that property, I know that the discussion was there, but was there ever anything formal that will go out to let people know what we are expecting out of that property, or?
Bert, do you want to speak to that at all? We just had a conversation about this with the mayor.
Apologies.
That wouldn't be long.
Yeah, so it'll be part of the whatever bid package we put out. I think we were clear in the last go-round of sort of just general expectations without trying to pigeonhole anybody into a certain use or particular use. I think we'll continue that pattern. I agree with Craig. I think we're going to get, the ideal scenario is to get multiple proposals that we can parse through and decide what best fits the city's overall goals. And I think if we get something out, early spring, we're probably going to position ourselves well for, you know, start of construction in the next construction cycle, so the next spring, which is reasonable to expect with building materials and everything else. So I think we want to be as specific as we can while still allowing flexibility, because from what we've discussed and what we've heard from developers lately, I think could be a variety of uses that or proposals that you get from, you know, traditional retail to residential and, you know, maybe even some things that we haven't considered up to this point.
It's a nice little spot, you know, you definitely want to do it right.
Yeah, and we're also going to retain, obviously, the public access, of course, that, you know, we're going to require as part of that to make it clear that both the access point and a limited amount of parking would be set aside, you know, to be able to allow the public to use Lily Lake.
While also being realistic about traffic flow, right? There's going to be a high volume traffic creator there. It would be very problematic because of the position of the light. So I think we have to factor all of that in, but that's the great thing about doing it this way, is the city gets to take in the information, to look at those proposals and decide what meets all of those criteria, as opposed to, you know, maybe just a purchase price or something like that. So we're not going to make a hasty decision regardless. And you've done the work in tearing the building down and making sure the site is safe, and to give us plenty of flexibility to do that at our timetable.
Thank you.
So, you got
Okay,
our thoughts?
okay.
Thank you, Bert.
Thank you.
Any other business that we have? None? Bert, you have anything else? No?
I do not.
You?
I do not, thank you. Make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. We are adjourned. There is no discussion about it.